We're going to put up a little bit of the act here, we can read it together. I have in my bag a report. It's from the Bow Company. The Bow Company, it's basically a mob of solicitors, and those solicitors walk the companies through en masse. This is a small concern. They're owned by Arrow Energy, who's owned by Shell, so they're all just one front after another. So to consecrate their existence, they floated 300 million shares for 20 cents each, got the bucks and started rolling. These lawyers pay each other in shares. So I want to bring you to the Native Title Act. Let's go through it. Native title is governed by the Native Title Act 1993 and by complementary state legislation. The Native Title Queensland Act 1993, Titles Validation, Native Title Effects of Past Acts 1995, West Australia, and Native Title New South Wales Act 1944 together. NTA, Native Title Act. The Native Title Act, now listen, the Native Title Act prescribes a regime by which persons claiming to hold native title may lodge a claim. Now, I'd just like to say that one line there that we have underlined, that excludes all Aboriginal people who haven't made a native title claim, which is the bulk of Aboriginal people in Australia. By that act, they are forced to scramble, to bring out their genealogies, to reveal their culture, to try and claim something, to have any voice in it. So that line excludes the bulk of Aboriginals in Australia right there. To that effect, for determination by which any future act affecting native titles, such as the grant of petroleum tenements, may be validly undertaken, and by which registered claimants may be afforded, get it, certain procedural rights, including the right to negotiate. In fact, only the right to negotiate. And the right to negotiate has no power by which what happens under the ground can be stopped. Can you go to the next one? And I'd like to show you how it winds up in the Bow report for our local region. And it's worth waiting for. Here we have it, Bow's schedule. Yeah, PEL 432, Arrow Energy, PEL, that's Bengal National Gas. That's three quarters of our region, right there in those two PELs. Those two tenements have been granted. There's the dates that have been granted, and there's the money that was used. And there's the money that was used to solve a particular problem. Can we go back to that problem? Byron Bay Bundjalung people 3, Byron Bay Bundjalung people 1, Gidabal peoples, Barrayugal Bundjalung people 1, Bundjalung people 2, and the Weeaboo people. They are all Illawarra. That means to say, according to the dates, that pound of money was put aside in 2005 to handle that problem because they knew the gas problem was coming. So most of the Aboriginal people across this area have been expunged, and there's a handful of people who take the payments, and that's the way it goes. This act, this Illawarra business has been rolled out nationally.